We can talk about that shit. We done lived it. You hear me? Can't nobody take that from me. I done that. I say I popped him, I popped him. I say I poked him, I poked him. We done that. But shit, we just talking about it now. Fuck all that shit, bro, for real. I'm trying to get other niggas to see that somebody can really talk about this shit, not live it, and get money off that shit, for real.
Told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gon' die today.
This video is brought to you by Iconic Gold. Shop iconicgoldokc.com for quality gold jewelry and custom grills, and make sure you use our code OakA for 15% off your purchase. That's code OAKA for 15% off at iconicgoldokc.com.
We got TooFat Troub in the building.
Oh, me, TooFat.
What's going on, bro?
Man, living it.
Yeah, you've been living it. You've been moving around, making a lot of shit shake.
For sure.
How's life going?
Bro, this shit lovely. Nigga did all that time pent up. This shit lovely, bro. Better than I expected, for real.
For sure. Came home and got right to it. I love to see it. So, obviously, it's the first time we did it. So I want to go through, kind of everything and,
Sure.
try to tell the whole story. So, first off, out of Lawton, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So talk about that. I feel like Lawton.
Man, I was born and raised out there, bro. I feel like we slept on, but we slept on because of ourselves, bro. Niggas ain't really pushing themselves like they should, but we on there now. That's what I'm here for. For
sure. I feel like Lawton's, people don't know, out here at least.
We really on that.
Yeah.
We really on that. It's a lot of niggas that they more on that than they want to be on this music, but shit, I'm trying to show niggas something different, bro. I done been on that. We off that now, nigga. We trying to tell the world about that shit and get some money off this shit, for real.
For sure. So, what was the, like coming up? What kind of kid were you?
Bad. Shit, bad. I was a smart kid, book smart, always been book smart, always A's and B's, but shit, product of my environment. I always wanted to jump in the mix, so I ain't rap too much. I was a freestyler. I ain't take rap serious, none of that shit. I was really in the streets. That's really what I was on since a young nigga. Got locked up and shit, I seen niggas talking that shit and wasn't even talking that shit. I'm like, I can do that. So we finna get on that.
For sure. You said product of the environment. You east side, right?
For sure. I got that tatted on me. No, I'm from the South, Ranch Oaks.
Okay. For sure. I just knew you went to, you went to Mac.
Yeah, I went to school on the east side.
For sure. So music wasn't something, you was really involved in as a young kid? I
did like the school diss and shit like that, but I always freestyled. I was just like the nigga who, we clowned at the bridge, we clowned in the hot box type shit, but on no serious tip, no, I wasn't on no serious tip. Nigga was too involved in other shit. But sure. Even freestyling, I always was harder than niggas who was in that boat with me.
People don't know about them. Those disses used to get serious.
That shit was real. That shit get your ass whooped.
Facts for sure. So, you got, you said on what, 2014, 15?
Yep, 2014. From 2014 to January this year. January 13th.
So, that's a long time. You got a lot of time to, sit and plan and think. What was,
But really, crazy as it sound, bro, that shit was needed. Nigga out here living too fast. You don't get to sit down and let your mental develop and really fucking see the world for what it really is, Like I said, I'm a product of my environment. When you in that shit, you think that's what life is. Nigga don't even see the bigger picture. So, as much as I hated going to sit down, I really needed that shit. I seen the bigger picture, so we gonna go live that, for real.
For sure. You feel like it was something good for you in the long run?
For sure.
Obviously.
For sure. It broke a nigga down, but man, it made me the best man I could be, you feel me? Made me a better dad, all that shit. Made me see that street shit wasn't where that. We could talk about that shit. We done lived it. You hear me? Can't nobody take that from me. I done that. I say I popped him, I popped him. I say I poked him, I poked him. We done that, but shit, we just talking about it now. Fuck all that shit, bro, for real. I'm trying to get other niggas to see that somebody can really talk about this shit, not live it, and get money off that shit, for real.
For sure. So talk about, your kids were little, I guess, when you went inside. Talk about that. I'm sure that was...
My oldest was 3. My oldest son was 3. I had a 1-year-old daughter, and my youngest son, he wasn't even born yet. He was born when I was in the joint, but that shit was crazy. That shit was traumatic. I feel like it was more traumatic for me than them. That sounds crazy, but it's just like, nigga growing up without no daddy, I had that in my mind that I was gonna be that. But you don't realize the nigga, you can't be diving and doing this shit and still be able to do that. So I sit down. I feel like that helped my relationship with my kids.
For sure. Is that weird to, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you were seeing them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Get out and they're
I tell niggas all the time, bro. I met my youngest son. First time I met him was at a visitation table, and that shit was just fucked up, like wicked. I couldn't hold him. I couldn't do none of that shit. And that shit was really a fucking eye opener right there. Like, cuz this ain't the life you need to be living. Like, you gotta show them something better than this.
For sure. So you started rapping inside, right?
For sure.
I remember the videos and.
Man, people think I be bullshitting, bro. I started taking rap serious about a year before I got out. And what made me take it serious was fucking them Detroit niggas, bro. I give them niggas a lot of credit, bro. I started listening to them niggas while I was locked up, and fucking they style of rap was like talking shit. And you from Lawton, I'm from Lawton. That's what we do. We talk shit. We join niggas all day. Even my woman, she wake up, I join her. That's just what we do. So I'm like, oh, y'all can talk some shit. So I got into that. I start picking up on that shit, and then shit, I got niggas in that cell with me, juicing that shit up. My nigga, like I said, he did my whole bid with me. I did 8, he did 14. I met him my first day on the yard. But niggas juice me up. They come in the cell, bro, talk that shit. Talk that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm talking that shit. So fucking, I made an Instagram last year. I found out my discharge date. I made an Instagram. I'm like, I'm finna start talking this shit and just see where it get me. Got posted on Say Cheese. Everybody like, oh, you sound like them Detroit niggas, but shit, the style is the style, bro. I fucks with that shit. I'm just talking my shit.
For sure. So, I mean,
what's
that like inside, you know, getting plugged in? How you getting music, first of all?
Man, bro, I had a phone in that motherfucker, and fucking, I download a motherfucking beat off YouTube, steal that bitch, and slap him on BandLab and talk that shit. Spam every day. I still spam. I tell niggas all the time, I don't care what you say, I don't care what you think. Some niggas say that shit lame. These niggas don't even know me. You can call me lame. You niggas don't even know me. I'ma spam your motherfucking ass. If you don't want to see this shit, block me. You gonna hear about TooFat every motherfucking day. It might say you ain't opened it, bitch, you done opened it. You hear me? You done seen this shit here, cause I'm on your ass every day. So I started that shit in the joint. I start spamming niggas, and once niggas start tapping in, I'm like, oh yeah, this might be something a nigga really need to do. And shit, it's up from there.
For sure. I mean, were you just recording straight into the phone?
Straight microphone? To the phone. Put some earphones in my head, record straight into the phone, we go for it. Niggas juice me up. I got 10 niggas behind me. They quiet as fuck. I'm on niggas' helmet. You get too loud while I'm recording, you gotta get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Yeah. You know what's going on. They behind me quiet. As soon as I'm done recording, nigga, they juice me up. Oh, nigga, that shit hard. That's what make a nigga chase this shit for real, bro. If you can make, I tell niggas all the time, there's some solid niggas in the joint. If you can make them solid niggas bob their head to that shit, you can come out here and make the Flugazi bob their head to that shit. So bump it, for real. For
sure. So I mean, what was the plan coming home? I mean, obviously, you know.
Rap. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really, I ain't never been no nigga who was doubted myself, basically. I never doubted myself. If I thought I could do it, I could do it. So once I put my mind to, nigga, you could really boom with this rap shit, it wasn't even no plan B, tell you the truth. Rap. If rap don't make it, shit, I'm gonna rap some more. We gonna figure this shit out, for real.
For sure. I mean, that's how you came out, just on the gas, definitely. You've been out, what, like, not even 2 months, really, right?
I've been a little over 2 months.
Okay.
Like a week longer than that.
Okay. And got, what, 3, 4 videos out?
I got 3 videos out. I got about 30 songs done. We just waiting to release them hoes. I got an EP on the way. I got a mixtape on the way. I just did Famous Animal. I'm finna go do Dirty Glove. Like, we gonna put it in their face for shit, so.
For sure. I wanna talk about that, because that's, you said something on Instagram. But first, I mean, is this still music you had written inside, or I mean, what?
Crazy shit is, I wrote 3, 4 songs in that bitch every day. I ain't spit none of them since I touched down. Once I get out here, in that box, you know, I can get on my phone and get inspired by what I see other niggas do or all that shit, so I could rap and that shit sound cool. But once I got out here and I'm really seeing that shit, I'm riding down the street and I could put the bars in, it just hit different, bro. I ain't spit nothing I done wrote in that motherfucker, bro.
Just practice, I guess.
You know, for real. I tell niggas that all the time. I come in the booth, I record something in 15, 20 minutes. Any nigga who done been in there with me tell you, bro, 15, 20 minutes, we on to the next song. I done had 8 years to practice this shit. Let's get this shit for real.
For sure. So, yeah, talk about kind of coming out, and you said something like you got to get out of the local mentality, or I don't remember exactly what you said.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's something I got boxed into as a kid, bro. Like, it's real easy. We come from a small town, so that small town popularity, that shit make niggas really feel like they somebody. But at the end of the day, bro, niggas ain't got no money off that shit. I don't throw no shade. I don't throw hate. I hope everybody make it. But if we being honest, niggas ain't got no money off this small town popularity shit, bro. So fucking, for a minute, I used to get salty. I'll post some shit. This like the niggas that I know, grew up with, niggas who know I lived this life. You know this shit ain't cap. You know, you tell me all the time, this shit hard. I heard your shit, that shit hard. You don't like my shit. You don't share my shit. And that shit used to get to a nigga. But now it's just like, bro, that's just what come with this shit. Niggas a tag on, and I'ma still love them then. You a late bloomer, fuck it. I still love you, my nigga. Stream that shit. For real. Stream that shit. It is what it is.
Facts. Nah, I mean, that's everybody in Oklahoma almost. I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people are stuck in like they want to be the biggest fish in a little pond type of, you know what I mean, type of thing.
Man, we ain't seen nobody do that though. So it's easy to get stuck in that mentality that you want to be that nigga where we at, because we ain't seen nobody go beyond Oklahoma and boom. You might name a nigga who done maybe went and did 1 or 2 tracks, but ain't nobody really set no fucking foundation for Oklahoma music. Nobody went out there, boom. You ain't heard nobody be like, oh, you talking about what you call it from Oklahoma? We don't got one of those, bro. Niggas gonna get mad when they hear that, but that's just the honest to God truth, my nigga. We don't got one of those, but we on the way, I promise you.
Facts, nah, for sure. It's impressive to me. It would have been real easy for you to have smaller goals, you know what I mean? Coming home and, you know, I mean, anything you're getting is, I'm sure, dope from, you know, coming from 10 people hyping you up in a...
Yeah, for sure.
But, nah, I fuck with that a lot. So kind of talk about those moves you've been making. I know we ran into you at South by.
Yeah, for sure. I did South by Southwest. That was like some fucking late shit. I seen that shit. I never heard of South by Southwest before I got locked up. I used to be on that phone like, damn, this seemed like some jumping shit. So I touched down. I had that opportunity. I went and did some performances out there. That was good. And I tell niggas what's crazy is the networking and actually putting in the footwork gave me more than the performances did, you know? So niggas was like, oh, that's what's up. You performed. I seen they was turned. The crowd only interact for a couple minutes, man. Them niggas ain't worried about me. If somebody else finna come on the stage, good job, you did good. But the interactions and actually walking and talking and mingling, that shit was really productive. That shit got me, that's how I got to that famous animal shit. Like, you got to get out there and do that shit. I feel like some niggas got pride. Like you said, you feel like you the big fish where we at. So you step out of bounds, you got too much pride because you feel like you that nigga. You not that nigga, bro. I'm going to be that nigga to tell you, you ain't that nigga, I ain't that nigga, bro. We got to get out there and really do this shit. You got to make them know who you is.
Facts, for sure. So talk about the famous animal shit. What was that situation? How'd you get that?
Man, I went to South by Southwest and I performed my song and the nigga was like, bro, that shit hard. You need to really help niggas get to where that niggas can hear that shit. So I'm telling them like I'm trying to get on bigger platforms, whoopty whoop whoop. I just got out, so a lot of shit based in Atlanta or based in Memphis type shit. So I got to be able to get there. So he like, well, the famous animal gonna be in Dallas. That's 3 hours away. As soon as he told me, bro, you got a number I can get? He gave me the number to message the nigga I was on that. As soon as he told me we was on that. You finna be in Dallas, we got to make that happen. You can't make no excuses. I was already making excuses saying I wasn't trying to get to Atlanta and Memphis right now and all that shit. Them shit is excuses, bro. We really got to get that shit. I'm doing Dirty Glove at the end of this month. We on that, bro. I'm going to put this shit in their face. They going to get tired of seeing my fat ass.
For sure. What's your situation? I mean, you good to move around right now, or you?
Man, I ain't going to lie to you. I don't even know. I do what I'm supposed to do. He told me to get a job. I got a job. Stay out the way, ain't have no interaction. I'm a dad every day. That's all I do. I drop my kids off in the morning. We ain't got too many studios in the town, so I drop my kids off at school in the morning, drop baby off at work. I'm on the highway. Let's go get this music done. I'm there to pick them up from daycare. By the end of the day, I do that 3-4 times a week.
Hell yeah, for sure. So what we've been working on? What you got coming up?
I got the EP. I got the mixtape, videos, visuals. I tell niggas all the time what made me do this rap shit is I feel like I was on that bunk for so long. When you on that bunk, niggas ain't listening to you. Not everybody gonna answer that phone. Majority of motherfuckers ain't gonna answer that phone. I feel like now I get on that mic, niggas listening to what I got to say. Ain't nobody come see you in that motherfucker. I went 3-4 years without a visit in that motherfucker. Out of 8, that's half the time I was gone. Now you gonna see me, I'm gonna make you see me. So that's what we on right now. I'm finna put this shit in their face, keep putting it in their face. We got the visuals coming, the EP, the mixtape. We got Dirty Glove, whatever I can find out there, I'm going to get that shit.
For sure. So what's the process been like as far as getting used to recording music, you know, in a real way versus off the phone?
When I first got out, I tried to book a studio session my first night out. Horrible. Worst shit I ever did. Like, I'm in that motherfucker screaming, like, horrible. But after that, once I got the float, I did that. Then I went and did one more song. Didn't like that. Then I did DJ Quick. So I didn't know what video I was gonna drop, what song I was gonna put out. I had plans to put out other shit before this DJ Quick shit, but I'm yelling. I don't sound like I'm in the booth. Once I hit that DJ Quick, it sounded right. Come on, let's go do this video, get this shit out. And I just feel like from there, me knowing how, I got photographic memory, like me knowing exactly how I did DJ Quick, exactly how it looked when I recorded it on the screen, that gave me that confidence. That sound good, they rocking with that, this how we supposed to record and shit. From there, that's just what I've been on, bro. It's smooth. For
sure. So I mean, the process is as far as, I mean, you're not writing.
I write.
Okay.
I write. I do a lot of punching in too though, but I do write. My mom did too much shit, too many drugs, all that shit. That freestyling shit. It sound cool, but it's not gonna get me where I'm trying to get to. And I realize that a lot of niggas don't realize that they'll freestyle and that shit might sound cool. We might be able to be in this room 8, 9 deep and be like, yeah, all that shit. But that ain't what they finna bump in the industry type shit. So once I realized that, I'm like, fuck all that freestyling shit. I'll write. If I don't like what I wrote, maybe I'll punch in type shit. But no, we on that pen.
Facts, for sure. You feel like, I mean, you touched on it a little bit, but I want you to kind of elaborate as far as you were talking about having a story and you know, things to talk about. You feel like that has helped the kind of immediate, you know, because you've been going up.
I feel like it has, but at the same time, I haven't really pressed it like I should have. I haven't really told my story like I should have. And part of that is being like, I even tell baby, like, I did that shit is over with. But I understand people want to know what I went through in there. Niggas just don't realize, like, the PTSD, that shit is real. I said it in one of my songs. I said fucking, I did 8 on that yard. I still sleep with my shank. I still jumping out her doors and shit. That ain't no cap. Like, that's real life. So I know niggas want to hear that. I know they want to hear my story, but, bro, I spent years waiting to get out here and live and see something different, bro. So it's kind of hard to talk about that when this is what I waited for, but I got them for sure.
I was kind of talking more to the fact of just like, I feel like people can feel when something is, you know, authentic versus somebody.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So touch on that more, like why.
Man, I feel like, and it hurt a lot of people's feelings. I say that a lot of times. A lot of music I make, it might touch on niggas' feelings, but from the jump, and I tell niggas this all the time, you don't gotta rap about shit you doing. People be commenting on my posts talking about, oh, you snitching on yourself. Bro, this shit could have happened 10, 12 years ago, bro. The point of music is to tell a story, my nigga. It ain't no expiration dates on the story, none of that shit. And I really feel like since a youngin', bro, I really been doing that. I really been off the porch. I done really been through the trenches. If I say I've been hustling, niggas gonna vouch for that. We done got that, though. If I say I done popped the nigga, niggas gonna vouch for that. He done did that. If I say I done stabbed the nigga, we done did that. And fucking, I feel like that's really helping my music, because once you got niggas like, say, my mans was my celly in the joint. I stabbed the nigga, I got stabbed. He was my celly. They wrapped me up with a t-shirt. I didn't want to go to the hospital, my hand behind my back trying to hide it from the police. Like, niggas know we done really did that. Niggas done passed me the burner to go poke niggas. Like, we done, like I say, this my mans. We done burnt niggas down together. That's real life. And fucking, you got hundreds of niggas in the pen who know about that. You got niggas in there who I done changed their lives in there, bro. Like, on some real shit. I done met niggas like, bro, sit down. If you really want to get this, we gonna get this. I done changed niggas' lives in there, bro. Like, it ain't no cap in that. There's niggas that'll tell you, like, nigga, my babies wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for Troub. And I did this shit on the bump. So I know them niggas in there feel me. These niggas in the streets, I done done that. Since we was little niggas, we done done that. We done ran into niggas. Niggas done ran into us. That's what it's been. Niggas respect that now. Now I'm out of that lane and I'm telling that story. I tell niggas all the time, yeah, I be rapping about ops and all that shit. I don't got no ops, bro. Niggas ain't fucking with me. I see niggas who we used to say was the ops. Hey, what's up, Troub? I'm proud you doing your music, bro. That shit hard. My son listen to your shit every day. That's the type of shit we on now, bro. And I'm trying to get niggas to realize that shit, bro. That spinning shit, bro, we done that, my nigga. Let's get this motherfucking money, bro. Tell your story if you want to tell your story. If you just want to get out of that, my nigga. But it's something easier to do. And if I can do that shit, nigga, the world can do that shit on hood.
Hell yeah, for sure. You said that. No, but get into a little bit more as far as what you got coming. I know the EP is the next thing dropping.
EP next thing dropping. I was supposed to been drop that motherfucker, but we having a little editorials and shit. We got to get some shit cleaned up and fucking I'm gassing that though. That's gonna be within the next couple weeks. You're gonna see the EP. Right after that, I'm coming with the tape. The tape. My plan for the tape is for it to be 13 songs, and those 13 songs not including what I already put out on the EP. I don't care about putting out the music. Like I say, I don't make music that they're gonna listen to generations from now. I'm making shit that we talking this shit today. Listen to this shit, turn this shit up. So I'm dropping it, bro. I don't need to hold this music. I'm gonna put this shit out. You probably get 150 songs from me this year, real talk. But we on that, fuck it. For
sure. So you're not even on streaming yet.
Nah,
so talk about that.
We finna be on streaming as of tonight.
Okay.
We finna be on there.
The songs that already dropped?
All platforms, yep. The songs that already dropped gonna be streaming. The EP will be there soon. All platforms. Run me up, bro.
For sure. Have you had to adjust to that, like learning the business side of things?
Yeah, for sure.
Talk
for
about
sure.
that. I'm sure
that's just some whole other shit. But I tell you one thing though, I ain't no ignorant nigga. So I take my time. I'm trying to figure this shit out. A lot of niggas ask me that already. Like, why ain't you on streaming platforms? I'm trying to figure this shit out, bro. It's already hard to get money off these streaming platforms, first and foremost. Niggas think they can just put out music and you can sit back and, man, my nigga, you'll make $100 a week. And if that's what you contend with, then cool. So the streaming platforms is another thing. I'm going to get there. They're going to run that up. But I'm trying to put myself in their face, bro. I can't wait to start doing these shows. My fat ass be up there tired, gasping for air. But, nigga, I love that shit on my mama. That shit feel good.
For sure. Well, I mean, you got plugged in with, you know, in my humble opinion, one of the best people to you know, get everything right with you as far as X. So how did y'all get locked in?
Man, he reached out to me, bro. Fucking, I had already seen. No, matter of fact, I take that back. I had already seen that he was managing somebody out here, and I already seen that he was putting in the work for them. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of artists got managers, and me, I feel like I could be my own manager because the footwork I put in. So for me to even accept you and bring you in, you really got to be trying to do that. So I done had a lot of niggas holler at me like, oh, bro, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. But I'm really out here trying to do that. So fucking, when I seen that he was really putting his artists out there, we start tapping in. He said we was going to link up. We talked. First time we talked, I liked what he was on. Came to a couple sessions after that, shit, we locked in, bro. I felt the vibe, I like the vibe, my nigga, because I'm really gonna go out here and grind for that shit. That nigga gonna really go out there and grind for that shit.
Nah, he is. He's the best. He's the best one I've come across for sure. Every time we deal with him. But I want you to also kind of talk about, because you've been putting it in their face, but people been responding to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And,
you know,
I love it.
People, you know, like I said, it's not a lot of people from Lawton, especially up here.
Nah.
So people know, you know, hey, I've been getting, you know, hit up about you because people know I'm from Lawton. So, you know, talk about that you know, reception.
I love that shit, bro. That shit a different feeling, especially when, like I said, once you shake that local shit, that hometown shit, and you embrace, like, there's really people out there to fuck with you. I be telling all the time, you'll see my posts, I'll be like, man, I love y'all, man, I love y'all. That shit ain't no cap. Like, that shit real with me. I'm a real nigga. When I say I love you, it don't mean like, nigga, I love you as a person one-on-one. I love you because, nigga, you don't even know me, my nigga, and you just came and listened to this shit. Whether you be in fucking Kalamazoo or fucking Djibouti, you stream my shit, you listen to my shit, you took the time out your day to message me like, bro, that shit hard. On the set, that shit feel good, bro. It ain't no feel, I can't explain it. It ain't nothing like that shit because it's outsiders. So to be embraced by people who, you don't know me from shit. I could be walking down the street and you wouldn't even know me. That shit feel good. That's some real shit. I like that shit. And we gonna keep getting it. We gonna keep, that's what I strive for every day. My nigga told me, nigga, if you get a follower a day, you making moves. I went on Famous Animal the other day. I done got 270 followers, and yes, bitch, I'm counting. Like, nigga, we own that, though, for real. Like, yeah, that shit feel good, for real.
For sure. So I know you said EP, mixtape. You got any dates on anything, you know?
Man, I wish, bro. You know how the way this shit go, I could say I want a date and put it in distro, and that motherfucker could drop tomorrow, and I can expect it to drop next week. Yeah. I can expect it to drop next week and drop fucking in 2 weeks. So whenever they let that shit go, it's there.
Just be on the lookout, I guess.
Be on the lookout. I'm gonna drop that shit like Beyonce. I'm gonna pop up on your motherfucking ass with it.
For sure, for sure. Well, man, like I said, I told you at South by, I'm excited to see you. You've been putting in the work to, you know what I mean, get where you need to be. I'm excited to see it, and I'm always gonna, you know, be excited when somebody from the town we're able to get them in here and chop it up with them. So, anything else you want to plug? You want to give socials, anything like that?
Follow me on Instagram at TooFat. Nigga, stay tuned for the EP, stay tuned for the mixtape, stay tuned for these visuals. Man, boom, this shit real, this shit authentic, you know? I know a lot of niggas out here doing this shit. Chase this shit, my nigga. If this what you want, my nigga, go put in that footwork, get this shit, my nigga. Leave that bullshit alone. We done did that. Can't nobody take that from you if you done that, bro. Chase your dreams, my nigga. We gonna make this shit happen, my nigga. Tap in, bro, for real.
Yeah, that's it. Appreciate you, bro.
For sure. Man, it's TooFat Troub. Tapped in with the OakA. Y'all tap in, we going up.